Yo, 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 what's cracking, y'all? It's your boy Blindvisionary back at it again with another Void Setup Sunday, where we take builds that either I think of or the community recommend down in the comments, and we give it a Void grade. This week, we got a upgraded version of the Fire Safety Officer. The Fire Safety Officer was my original setup that I ever really played with and really liked. And now we got some new gear, so we're gonna upgrade that bitch. If you enjoy weekly builds, weapon breakdowns, and Void news, where we just talk about some big stuff in the community, go ahead and join the Void family by bitch slapping that subscribe button and earn your Void Walker title by joining the family. Let's get into it. Alright, today really gonna be like a 2-for-1. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you my original fire safety build. I'm gonna break that down real quick, and then I'm gonna show you the upgraded version with all the new stratagems, new weapons, and new changes. Some things change, some things stay the same. You feel me? Alright, let's get it. Alright, so for the original fire safety build, the first setup I had, we going with the breaker incendiary. It's light pin, 240 damage, but it got the fire damage with it, the incendiary rounds with it. It's also through round burst, and it has 26 in the magazine. Our secondary, we got the crisper. It does 360 damage per second, and it's flame damage. That's that. Also some more incendiary damage. For our throwable, we going with the incendiary grenade, or for the tanks, go ahead and take the thermite. The thermite. So you can stick to the charges or whatnot, take them out. Just have a little bit of anti-tank with you. Our armor, we're going with the salamander, which gives us 75% fire resistance. Definitely necessary to carry your fire safety gear when you're a fire safety officer. And then for our helmet, we going with the Jaguar, because gotta get the beret for the officer. And to complete the drip, we gotta take either the Tide Turner cape, or we taking the Purifying cape. Now let's check the drip real quick. Yes, sir. That thing looking good. For our stratagems, we going with the guard dog, the regular ballistic guard dog. That's gonna watch our back for these bugs because they be everywhere. Then we're going to take our napalm eagle, or the eagle napalm. It's going to give you 3 when fully upgraded. I think it gives you 2 off the bat, but 3 when you fully upgrade your ship. To that, we're going to take the regular sentry turret. It's the coolest or the fastest cooldown, so you get them quicker, and it takes out most of the bugs outside of the tanks. It's a medium pin sentry. For our reset button, we going with the napalm orbital, and I'm gonna show you that thing in action. Ain't too much talking necessary. First thing we're gonna go over is this breaker incendiary. Best thing about it, the flame damage, of course. And when you throw the duck build on it, it's great for crowd control. It's already pretty good for crowd control with base attachments, but when you throw that duck build on it, it puts it over the top. Man, I fucking hate, I don't know what type of bug that is, but it's second to the fucking stalker to most hated bug in the game for me. They just stun lock the hell out of you. Over there licking you and shit. Fuck all that. So the incendiary breaker is good for taking them out. Then you got your crisper, just in case shit gets sticky. One thing I love about the crisper is you can run and fire at the same time. And that comes in handy when you're just trying to make a quick getaway. You can either light them up straight up directly, or you can light the ground on fire, have them run into it, and get your kills on the back end. Now let's talk about that Eagle Napalm Strike. It's a quick call in. It drops it wherever you drop it, and it comes in horizontally. So left or right. That's how it's going to spread it. It's good for quick kills, thinning out the chaff, blocking off a whole area if you need to. On the city missions, it's really good for blocking up a whole street and just shutting that shit down. Like I said earlier, the breaker incendiary shotgun is really good for crowd control, and that also means it's good for the shriekers when they come swarming in on you. The only downside to this shotgun, it does not do stagger, so it won't push the enemies back. But since it's incendiary, once you proc your fire, you can run away and just go ahead and let the fire damage do the thing. Let's talk about that napalm orb. That thing right there is badass. It's a quick call in, especially when your ship is fully upgraded. It paints a pretty wide area with straight napalm. It lasts for around 20 seconds. I will say, don't call it near your friendlies. A lot of times they're not wearing fire safety gear, so you're gonna kill them. But it's an easy way to clear area, nice reset, get shit started, and if you're careful enough, you can run through your own napalm as long as you don't get hit directly with a missile. Alright, your guard dog and your sentry turret, those gonna be there to watch your back while you completing objectives and just moving around the map. I definitely suggest when you're clearing bug holes, throw down the sentry turret and then go through and clear the bug holes. Your napalm strike can destroy bug holes, so if you call them down on or directly near it, you can destroy them. If not, you got your thermite, but you don't have too many thermites, so I suggest either napalm the whole area with the orbital and then go through, destroy them individually. Alright, I'm gonna shut the hell up and let the gameplay do the talking, and then we're gonna be back with the void grave for this particular setup. After that, we're gonna go over the upgraded version, and then we're gonna void grade that. I'm back, baby. All right, now it's time to go over the void grade. Before we do that, quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Any engagement goes a long way. Trying to grow the channel, trying to reach 100 subscribers by November, and we're at 45, so we're almost halfway there. Let's go ahead and push the envelope and get us there, family. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. So the void grade is out of 6 categories. We got the first category being style/drip. Then we got survivability, fun, team utility, versatility, and skill, like the skill it takes to run the build. Starting off with the first category, style/drip. Off rip, man, we're gonna have to give this bad boy a 10. That's my favorite armor set combo in the whole game. Just look at it. You look badass going on the field, and I think it's fitting for a fire safety officer. So we're gonna get out of 10. Ability, we got the guard dog and we got the sentry turret plus our heavy armor, and I normally use the experimental infusion stem, so we're gonna give survivability a 8. It could have a little more survivability into it. Because of the heavy armor, we are slower, so that brings our score down a little bit. So we're gonna say 8 for survivability. So for fun, we're gonna give that another 10. It's always fun spreading the flame of democracy. So fun gonna get a 10. Alright, team versatility. You can clear areas with the napalm, the orbital, and the eagle strike, and you have the sentry turret to help thin the herd. So we'll give that a 8. When the big stuff comes, like the tanks and the bio titans, you really don't have too much to help the team out with, so we're gonna give that a 8. For versatility, this build is pretty straightforward. It's mainly for crowd control and clearing the streets for democracy through the flame, you feel me? So if you want to switch up a couple things, instead of the guard dog, bring the warp pack to add mobility, and then change your fire safety gear to something with the siege ready passive to give you more ammo for the breaker, because it doesn't come with that much. Then you'll bring your versatility up a little bit. But as base build, I had to give the versatility another 7, just because it's mainly for crowd control. So for our final category, which is skilled, means the skill it takes to run the build, is kind of safe because you have some things to watch your back, but you still got to be careful because you don't have too much ammo. I give it around a 5. It's on the middle of the pack. After we add up all our numbers, we get a 48 over 60. We do some math. That gives us an 80% void grade, baby. Not too shabby. Now let's hop right into our new, upgraded, more deadly fire safety build. This build off rip, as you can see, we just switch some things up. What's the purest form of fire? Lightning, baby. So we done incorporated some lightning into this build. Let's get into it. This is a high kill count build. They both are, really. The first build I average about 500 kills a game. This one last night I reached 881 kills. With only 3 deaths, we used like 63 stratagems. We did do a little bit of friendly fire, but it's all right, you know what I'm saying? We were spreading democracy, that's all that matters.
To the mouth. Nice.
All right, let's jump right into it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that first build. As we get into the second build, let's run over our primary and secondary. Like I said, some things change, some things stay the same. I'm gonna try to make it quick, so I'm only gonna go over the things that switch up. For our primary, we're going with that new AR2 Coyote, aka the Baby Flame Draco. Got 75 damage, got the incendiary damage with it. It's a 45 round magazine. Ain't much too more to say about that, baby. Secondary, again, we're going with the Crisper. Already ran the specs, but here you go again. You can choose whatever throwable of your choice. Again, I prefer either the thermite or some type of incendiary, either the impact or the regular incendiary grenade. For our armor set, we're going with the new Federation's Blade armor set. It gives you 40% resistance to all elements, and it gives you 20% further throwing range, so you can launch your stratagems way farther. Then we're gonna rock the same Jaguar helmet and one of the new ODST capes. Quick fit check. Yeah. Off rip, the biggest change outside of the Lightning Edition is the AR Coyote. Really not too much to say about it. The thing is badass, you feel me? The thing does its fucking job the way it's fucking intended, and we ain't gonna discuss it too much. It also comes with the flame ability, so you're doing fire damage with every shot you take. You get more range than the breaker at a slight cost of crowd control. But if you need a mag dump, you can mag dump, clear the squad out. You feel me? All right, so we're gonna go over some stratagems. We're gonna go over the 2. Well, I think I switch up 3 of the stratagems, but we're gonna start with the lightning stratagems. The first stratagem that we switched up to is the Tesla Tower. The Tesla Tower has a lot of pros and a lot of cons. So this might not be for everybody, but it's a build that I really enjoy. With the Tesla Tower, you can shut down the whole area, and since the enemies are more attracted to sentries than they are to the divers itself, it's really good because they'll just run into it and just keep getting lit the fuck up. Like you see here, it's really good to place in small areas, so the enemy has nowhere else to go but into your Tesla Tower. Downside, it is a friendly killer. All the lightning gear on this game is friendly killer. It does not discriminate. It'll take out a diver just as well as it'll take out a bug. It does arc damage, so that means the lightning bounces from enemy to enemy. So it's really good for crowd control and shutting down small areas. It doesn't have the range as the regular sentry turret, so if you like the sentry over that, I get it. Definitely one you want to place away from your teammates. The next thing we're going to talk about is the guard dog K9, which is also ARP damage. So same rules apply. Stay away from friendlies. If you do get close to friendlies and you have your guard dog K9, if you press down on the D-pad, it'll call it back, and then you can press down again to bring it back up. Again, if you press down on the D-pad, you will bring your guard dog and put it on your back so you're not doing friendly fire. I only bring it out when I'm no longer around my teammates or if I'm running across the map by myself. Friendly fire is not the best. People get frustrated with you, and it gives the K9 a bad rep. So if you're going to be around your teammates, put your guard dog up. I forgot to show y'all the whole stratagem build itself. So here it is right here. We're keeping the napalm orbital, but we're changing everything else. So we got the guard dog K9, we got the Tesla tower, the two we went over already, and then we have the new ETA or EAT napalm expendable, and that is going to replace our napalm strike, which is really dope because now you get better target acquisition and you still get a pretty good spread. When you call down the new expendable napalm, it comes with 2 napalm strikes in it, so that's really cool. If you want to use one on the fly, then run back and get your other one, that works. If not, leave the other one for your teammate. Sometimes it's cool to just call it down, grab one, and you might need it later during the match. You know, I've came across that. But what I really like about it is that you can aim at the target or exactly where you want the napalm to go and just hit that. If you're hitting big stuff, anything that's considered a tank, so like the harvester, the regular tanks during the bots, anything that takes a higher penetration, higher than heavy pen, it will ricochet off of it. But stuff like the flesh mobs and those big things, oh yeah, it's gonna eat that shit. They done for. You can one shot a flesh mob. You can one shot a harvester in the eye if you shoot it directly in the eye. It's not too effective against the bots, but you can paint the area with the bots. You know what I'm saying? If you hit the, I don't know what they're called, the chargers, there we go, brain fart. If you hit the chargers in the butt, I think you can one shot or two shot it. The fire does more damage than the explosive does. Real quick, this play right here does a really good job at demonstrating how the K9 will stun a charger. It'll stop it from charging briefly, so that's always good to note. So far, we went over pretty much the whole build, the changes anyway. Like I said, some things stayed the same, some things changed. Sorry if it feels a little rushed. I ain't trying to take up too much of you guys' time. The base of the build is pretty similar to the first build. So I'm gonna let the gameplay do the talking. Remember, if you enjoy this type of content, please like, subscribe, and comment. We drop weekly builds and weapon breakdowns, and we also drop gameplay with no commentary. I'm gonna shut the hell up and let the gameplay do the talking.
Grenade!
I'm back, baby. All right, let's quickly go over this void grade. Again, it's out of 6 categories. Here they go right here. Style slash drip, survivability, fun, team utility, versatility, and skill. Starting with style and drip. Ain't boy, this gotta be a 10, bro. This thing is sexy. I really enjoyed the first build look, but this look right here is dope, man. It got the Doom inspired base armor right here, and it's just really sleek. I love the heavy armor. I'm a heavy armor fiend, so gotta give it a 10. Category number 2, survivability. With that heavy armor comes with 40% elemental resistance. That's fire, electricity, poison, gas, all that. So I've also have to give us another 10, you know what I'm saying? Because you get so much resistance to so many different things. The only thing you don't get resistance to is explosives. And because we're not really fighting against the boss with this build, we don't really need that too much. Again, very similar to the first build. Super fun to spread democracy with using flame and electricity. So I'm gonna have to give this a 10. For versatility, this is where our score go down a little bit. We going with a 7 for versatility. The electricity kind of brings us back a little bit because you don't get too much, like you can't spread the whole area. Yeah, our arc tower will lock down that area, but it's a shorter range than the sentry turret, so we'll give it a 7. Team utility, we're going with a 6.5. It's really good if you need to tackle things by yourself. With electricity being half of the build and that being deadly to your teammates, you're definitely gonna have to stay away from your teammates a lot more often than not. So 6.5. All right, now for category 6, skill. Skill it takes to run the build. This one takes a little more skill because again, you can be away from your teammates and a lot of your things have electricity. So you gotta know when to pull it out, when to put it up. You gotta know where to throw the arc tower. So this one, for skill it takes to run the build, it's gonna be around an 8. After we add up all the numbers, that gives us a 51. We're gonna throw that over 60. That breaks down to 85.8. So basically at 86. So for the revised, new, better, hotter, more deadly fire safety build, it gets a 86. That's pretty dope. All right, I appreciate you watching, guys. I know this one was a little longer than I normally do. It had basically 2 builds in one, so I try to get through it as quickly as I could. So I appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, you definitely earned something special. Comment down if you made it this far, and now I got you. Remember, if you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. We drop weekly. We got another voice set up Sunday coming next Sunday and each Sunday after that. Let me know any improvements I can do, any builds you like me to try out, anything, you know what I'm saying? Open up a conversation. Hit me up right there in the comments. Like it for me. I'm trying to get in this algorithm. We're almost halfway to our goal for subscribers. We're trying to reach 100 by November. So let's do the thing, baby. We a nice old Void family. I enjoy working with you guys, and I appreciate y'all watching. It's been your boy Blindvisionary. Peace.